This is just a little reminder that the internet isn't the internet the way that a lot of us think about it. It's more of a sort of singular funnel that points directly to a node, you being a node, and the top of the funnel is controlled by massive tech companies. The original project of the internet was to have a bunch of like an interconnected net where we're all nodes and we're all connected and we're all able to communicate and share things. But what's actually happened is that World Wide Web has been captured and our use of it has been captured by a handful of very powerful, very large, very wealthy tech companies who then, instead of letting us all connect to each other in this kind of free libertarian sense, they control the funnel of information directly to us. And this is particularly true if most of your internet consumption is through things like social media, because they sit at the top, they choose what goes in the funnel, they choose what we see, and because of that, everyone's experience of the internet is actually completely different and highly personalized. This is important because when you see people screaming and yelling about how it's insane that another group of people don't agree with them or don't think the same thing as them, and they're also largely consuming their information off the internet, because of course we're getting a lot of our information off the internet. What they're not taking into account is that there is basically a whole other internet for these people, a personalized internet that is just giving them the information that they want, that's justifying whatever, I guess, abhorrent sort of things you're seeing on the television or on the internet or on your social media, and it's explaining it in a completely different way. And I think it's important that we work to try and help people better understand the truth and be consistent in their beliefs. That's really, really important. But the giant tech companies actually make a fortune when we're outraged and siloed and only ingesting information that we agree with completely. Now, sometimes the stuff is logically inconsistent. It doesn't make any sense. Sometimes it's clearly doctored. There are lies that get debunked and people sort of hang on to them. That's something that definitely happens. But simply being correct is not enough to undo the 5, 6, 7 hours a day over and over again that people are seeing completely different information, and also the communities that they're in where everybody agrees with them. And so, the idea that we all should understand a certain point of view or a certain outcome because of the internet is crazy, because, it's not this huge democratic, freewheeling information sharing network that we'd hoped it would be. It's a funnel where people pay to just pump stuff into your eyeballs directly. And so we're all having a very different individualized experience. And you have to really make a massive effort to try and understand what other people are seeing, listening to, hearing, believing, experiencing, if you want to change their minds and work to bring people together. And it's gross and it's difficult. It's easy to forget, but it's something that we should really remember in a time where there's outrageous things happening, war crimes happening in front of our eyeballs, and people that seem to be endorsing it. Seems impossible to understand how you could, but for some people, their entire experience is completely different. And it's logically inconsistent. It's full of mistruths and untruths, and it's been coloured, but so is yours. So is everyone's. And you've really got to work hard to try and find information that's different and understand what's going on with other people. So, I would encourage it though.